and your legacy and your family and your well-being, your reputation. Shayna didn't stand up for you. Lamar didn't stand up for you. No one stood up for you in that room but me. I didn't say to anybody that you should be targeted because of that. I said we should not talk about that on camera because that has nothing to do with the reason why she should be going. And this is what we should be saying to protect Chris. Like, that's the person that you want on your team, not fucking Shayna. She didn't give a fuck. She just sat there and was like, well, whatever. I didn't come here to discuss that. I'm like, great, but it's being discussed. And if he's on our team, then we have to protect him far beyond this game. Nobody in this house, not even Misha, was doing that for you, but me. I was the only person in here doing that. And so I just feel like also when I came up into the room, like I was like, great. For my game, it didn't make sense to send Mariah out. But if you were HOH, I was going to honor that. For you to have the audacity to tell me that if I were to hypothetically in the future potentially win an HOH and that if I didn't take out the person that you wanted me to on my HOH, which I would have never like held you down to that type of stipulation, like that was an unfair thing to say. I didn't say, like, when we were in the room, Misha is the one that was like, I think for Todrick, he kind of feels like this. And then you got an attitude with me because she said it. It's like, I've been getting in trouble and getting blood on my hands this entire game for things that Misha's doing. You're in the room. You know who her targets are. I'm not the one that's making her targets for her. I wouldn't be able to convince her of anything if I tried. And I already didn't need help in this house. Like, we have 4 black people in this house, and one of them's farting his way through the competition, one of them's sleeping his way through the competition, and one of them is playing Switzerland and basically baking her way to the end of the competition. I'm the only person of color that's, like, actually fighting to stay here. And I just don't appreciate you going around painting a narrative of me that was unwarranted, unfair, untrue. It just doesn't feel good. And I have not been kind. I'm just going to be really transparent in that DR room. And if you can find a way to like fix this, then I will apologize, not just to you, but to the world.